Welcome back to the show. Today we're going to show you how to load film onto the Leica M4. This camera uses the new loading system, which is like the M6, but previously the M2 and M3 had different loading systems. So as you can see, this is an M4 and it uses 35mm film. Of course, you can have 36 exposures, 24 exposures, and so on. So Leica says it's very simple, but I'm going to suggest a bit of a change and double check before you load. One thing you always have to make sure is when you're going to load is that first, when you shoot in advance, if it doesn't let you advance anymore, it's ready. Or if you try to rewind the film, it actually moves freely, which means there's no film inside. It's an empty camera. So for this, we have to lift the little lever on the bottom, and then we have to turn it clockwise. Basically, it's the only way it lets you turn, counterclockwise. And then we have to lift it from one side. You see here, now it's ready. And you actually heard a little noise, which is the self, advanced lever system, frame counter system that reset. There's the bottom plate, which you do not want to drop. These are very sensitive to being dropped. So please leave it on the side. And now we put our camera on the top, basically sitting on top of itself, upside down. And you can see there's kind of like a 3 petal flower on the right, and you can see there's a hole on the left. What we have to grab is the roll of film. And for this, I usually suggest you open the film door and we grab our roll of film. And Leica just suggests that we pull it out, let it fall inside like that. And that's about all you need to do. So that would be it. You want to make sure that it goes all the way in and it's in the sprockets there. And now if we shoot in advance, you should see here how it picks up the film. So we go slowly, but like I envisioned, sometimes it doesn't really hold very well. There it is actually holding very well. So you want to make sure that it holds well. A lot of people suggest you just throw the roll and it's done, but you can have a misloaded roll, which is really sad. Now that we've seen this is okay, we can close the door. We can put this part on this little button here and then press it down and twist and push down. Now, the roll is loaded on your camera, but there's a few things I would recommend. First of all, you want to advance till it shows frame number 1. And while doing that, I also suggest you check that this rewind lever turns. That means the film is actually pulling itself. As you can see, I advance and it pulls. And we go shot next one. And that means one more. And then here we have one more. And they're pretty conservative, so you can probably start shooting before that. And once that is ready, the camera's ready to start shooting. One thing to make note, these back settings are basically for ISO and color film, tungsten film, so on. Nowadays in 2021, it's not very useful, so I don't touch it at all. But you could always grab a piece of your film cartridge and put it here as a reminder. I usually leave, like if it's Kodak Gold or Kodak Trix or Hp5, I put it here. And if I'm pushing or pulling, I flip it around, and with a marker, I mark what film speed I'm using. So basically, that's all you need to know to load the Leica M4. As I said, this will count your frame shots. So if you have a 36 exposure roll, it'll go to 37. If you have a 24, it'll go to 25, 26. Just keep on shooting till basically you run to the point where it doesn't let you advance anymore, and then you know you've done with that roll. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you have any questions about loading the Leica M4, let us know in the comments below. See you in the next one. Bye.